Do not let your feelings get in the way of your dreams and goals. We all have these big dreams and goals that we all want to accomplish, but the reason why you don't is because your feelings get in the way. You don't feel like doing something, you want to stay comfortable, and that's what's going to deteriorate and decrease your time frame to actually get and reach that goal. The biggest lesson that you could learn in this life is to differentiate your thinking, feeling, and doing, and having all of those on different levels, different places in your life. We all know exactly what we have to do in this life, and our feelings are the reason they mess us up. I want to give you all an example. Let's say you didn't feel like eating, you didn't feel like showering. Where would you end up being? Both of those things are habits that we've all instilled in our life that guarantee us a certain result, and they guarantee us another certain result if they don't happen, if they don't get accomplished. So why don't you have that mindset and that shift in your mind about having that on your goals and habits on becoming who you need to be? You know exactly who you would be if you didn't eat or shower or any of these other things that we all must do. So why don't you have that same mindset and the mind shift of I must do this no matter how I feel, this must get done. Just like we do with eating, showering, all these different things. So if you're at a point in your life where you're feeling down on yourself, you're feeling low, chances are it's because you're not doing a lot of things. The more you do, the more you will feel like doing. If you're doing less, another aspect of that is that by doing less, you have more time to think about how you feel, which leads you on this constant pathway of feelings deteriorating your actions. That must be something that you fully think about and distinctively differ from each other. Don't feel surprised that you're feeling less by doing so much less. The feelings are really your safe zone, your safe place in this life. So one thing I want to go about is your thoughts and your actions. So we all have these thoughts that come into our mind, and we think to ourselves, okay, I have this barrier in my life. I need to get rid of this something or break through this barrier, or I have this weakness. Okay? Just for example, so you can understand this better. Let's say you look at yourself and you're like, oh, I'm fat. I don't like how I look in the mirror. I need to go to the gym. All these different things. You have that thought pop into the front of your mind, but the reason you don't change anything is because you don't feel like doing anything about it. Right? So instead of when that thought pops in the front of your head, you're going about it like, oh, I don't like myself, I don't do this. But then what do you do with that thought? You don't do any action about it. You let your feelings get in the way, and you bury that thought in the back of your mind until it's time to think about it again, or until another moment pops up where you feel like thinking about it. Right? Now that's what the biggest thing is about this life. Our thoughts are constantly nagging at us, and our feelings get in the way from breaking through our next step, our next action. So no matter, in that same scenario, no matter how you felt, you must change your look, change your actions, change your diet, and everything on that folds to the next levels so that your feelings get out of the way and you're being pushed into that next level in the action and doing, having better thoughts on top of all that. So there's levels to that. By doing more actions on something that you're thinking about, your feelings get out of the way, and your feelings in a way don't matter because they will change. Your feelings will fully change how you feel because your thoughts changed, what you thought about yourself, and then on top of that, your actions fully change your reality on those levels. So another thing that's really good to do in practice is it's better to do something when you don't feel like it. When you're in that moment of, oh, I don't feel like going out to the gym or doing something productive I know I should be, that is the best moments to be going out and doing it, because your breakthrough levels and your thought levels are going to be exponential, and you're going to feel so much better at the end of all of it. So just break through, wait until you don't feel like it, then do it. Okay? Now, it's February right now, and a lot of you guys are in the same place that you were in 2020. In 2018, you're in the same place, feeling the same way. Do you feel good about where you are, having the same thoughts that you keep burying in the back of your mind, and then the same actions, all based on your feelings? You guys have your feelings get in the way of your actions. Oh, I don't feel like I'm going to the gym today or doing this, so I feel like I'm going to just relax and sit here and order a pizza, right? You're going to let your feelings deteriorate all of your goals, and your thoughts are going to drag along with it. So, are you going to be that person that's going to happen to? Make sure that you distinctively figure out, how do I feel, how do I think, and what do I do with all those actions and feelings? Are they pushing me forward, or are they decreasing my level up that I always dream of and talk about? Okay? Now, your real safe place is those feeling zones. Your feelings constantly want to protect you, and I want you to play in your mindset how those feelings protect you. They don't want you to wake up and go run in the rain and all these things. So you just have to distinctly figure out what choice you're going to make. People will fail based on their feelings. Based on how they're feeling today and what they're doing throughout the day, they're going to fail based on their feelings. The feelings try to save yourself from that level up, from that new discomfort zone. They just want to keep you safe in your environment and what you've known this whole time. Your true test is going to come when what you do when you don't feel like it. When that moment comes, like I was mentioning, the best moment to do something when you don't feel like it, when that moment comes to you, what will you do in that moment? That is going to be your true test, and that is where you need to push to become that new person that you need. My challenge to all of you is create a schedule that you don't even have enough time to think about, how do I feel? What will I do about my feelings? You don't even have enough time. Your full schedule is action, action after action. That is how you have to make your schedule, so that way you don't even have time to sit there and think about, oh, what choice should I make, negotiating with yourself. You should just get up and go all day long, every single day. Make these days the best days of your life, and don't let your feelings get in the way. Let's go. Have a great week. Concentrate on having an impactful feeling to go and do more in this life. Let's go.